Welcome to our Virtual Academy music lesson for week 25. Today we will be exploring dynamics in music, and we'll begin with a review of some of our musical opposites that we learned back in first grade. And those are the musical opposite pair of loud and quiet. And then we'll be exploring everything in between. Enjoy our lesson today. Now let's fast forward to the end, and I think you're going to notice it's quite a bit different. What a change from the beginning to the end. So in the beginning, you notice that the music was quiet or soft. You got it. And by the end of the song, the music had become loud. Yes, so soft and loud is another example of opposites. As we listened to In the Hall of the Mountain King by Edvard Grieg, you noticed our musical opposite sounds that I just mentioned to you, loud and quiet. Now, we have some special musical terms for loud and quiet. One of them is piano. Everyone say piano. Piano. And that one means quiet. Our other musical word for our dynamics is forte. Everyone say forte. And all of the other dynamic terms use both of these as a root word. So piano and forte. And then they all come after that. Let me introduce you to those different musical sounds. Our quietest musical dynamic is pianissimo. And in your music, when you see these dynamic markings, the abbreviation is up top, and that is what you would see. That would show you how quiet or loud to sing or play that part of the music. So this is pianissimo. That means very quiet. Everyone say pianissimo. Then, of course, we have the root word for quiet, piano. And again, this is the abbreviation that you would see in your music for that dynamic. We also have a term called mezzo piano. Everyone say mezzo piano. And this is your abbreviation that you would see for mezzo piano in the music. So those are our three quiet sounds. Very quiet, quiet, and then medium quiet. So just a little bit louder than a quiet sound. A sound that would be a little bit louder than mezzo piano is mezzo forte. Everyone say mezzo forte. And this is the abbreviation that you would see in your music. Getting a little bit louder, so we would just have loud. That would be forte. Practice that one again, everybody. And this is the symbol you would see in your music. Last but not least, this is the loudest of them all, fortissimo. Everybody say fortissimo. You got it. And this is the abbreviation you would see in your music. So we go all the way from very soft with pianissimo to fortissimo, very loud. Think back to In the Hall of the Mountain King, the piece that you heard right away at the start of our lesson today. I used the words loud and quiet to describe the two different sections that you heard. But now that we know a little bit more about dynamics, we could certainly figure out what specifically those dynamics would be called. So think about the ending section. In case you forget, here's what it sounds like. As you were listening to the ending section of In the Hall of the Mountain King, what kind of dynamics were you thinking about? So first of all, were we thinking about forte? Or were we thinking about the other end, which would be piano? I hope you said that you were thinking about a forte sound. So now, were we thinking about a medium kind of forte sound, or just a loud sound, or a very loud sound? Go ahead and share your thoughts out loud. I know that I personally was thinking of a very loud sound at that spot. In other words, I was thinking fortissimo. But also, if you said forte, that's okay. That's definitely a really good guess too. Now let's review the beginning section of In the Hall of the Mountain King to refresh your memory. Now that you've had a chance to review the beginning part of In the Hall of the Mountain King, let's talk about the dynamics. So remember that I said that that part had more of a quiet sound. Okay, so we're going to use that piano word as our root for it. So do you think it was just a quiet sound, or was it a medium quiet? So not very quiet, mezzo piano. Or are you thinking it was a very quiet sound, a pianissimo sound? Go ahead and share your thoughts out loud. I know that I personally thought at the very, very beginning, where you had to turn your ears up so much to listen, I was definitely thinking of the word pianissimo at that part. It did get a little bit louder, and I think it definitely went to more of a piano sound. Now I'm going to give you a chance to listen to another piece of classical music called the Surprise Symphony. And I would like you to think about all of those dynamics, our wide range of dynamics that we've learned about. And you can think about the different parts of the song and where they might fit. Now, some of us might think that a part at one section might be more of a pianissimo sound, while another person might think piano. And that's okay. There is a little bit of perception involved when we are talking about dynamics. Now, if one person says piano and another person says forte, we'd have to talk about why we're thinking those different things. So you can just stay tuned and listen up to that. And then you are certainly welcome to, as you're going, write down the dynamics. I'll have on a screen here what they all are. Enjoy listening to the Surprise Symphony. I hope that you were able to think through some of your dynamics as you listened to the surprise symphony. And I'm definitely thinking that when you heard the surprise, you were able to pick it out for sure. The music at that part sounded quite different from the rest of the song. So when you heard that surprise, what dynamic were you thinking? Go ahead and say it. Yeah, I would have picked out in that forte kind of range, either forte or fortissimo. But what about the rest of the piece of music? Were there loud sounds in the rest, or was it more of a quiet sound? Yeah, I think I would be right in the middle. Maybe mezzo piano. That might be what some of you were thinking. And maybe even our mezzo forte kind of sound. So I hope that you've enjoyed exploring these different kinds of dynamics. Please keep them in mind, and as you're listening to other pieces of music throughout all of your music lessons, you can be thinking about them, and it is definitely something that we will review in future years. What you are looking at here is a piece of music called Take Me Out to the Ball Game, which I think is probably familiar to a lot of you. Now you will see I have a few things highlighted already. Here at the very beginning in the fuchsia, that's your time signature. So that's telling us how many beats are in each measure. So students, think about that. What number do you see? How many beats are in each measure of the song? Did you say 3? Exactly. There are 3 beats in every measure. You could check all of them if you wanted to, but I promise you. Now you do see some incomplete measures here. Right here, beat 1 is here, and then beats 2 and 3 are down on the next line. And that happens a couple of times, but that measure still has 3 beats. So I am going to include the audio recording here for you, along with Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and you may sing along. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and follow along. And you will also see our longest notes of this song are our dotted half notes, which we have learned about earlier this year. So they get 3 beats, and you can see that in those measures, that is the only note in those, okay? Because there are 3 beats in each measure, that note takes up the whole measure. But then I'd like you to also be thinking about, are there some spots where I'm singing a little bit longer than 3 beats? And we will come back after you get to do some singing. So sing it a couple times if you would like to, but definitely at least sing it once and notice those really long words.
Buy me some peanuts.
Students, did you have fun singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game? It's a great song to sing, and you actually got to do it twice if you were listening closely to the recording. So did you notice any spots where you were singing a little bit longer than 3 beats? Because we talked about how there's 3 beats in each measure, and those dotted half notes are the longest notes, but sometimes you were hanging on a little bit longer. Maybe one of those spots was right here with crowd. Maybe another one was on the word shame. And just maybe the last one was at the very end of the song on game. Well, if you look closely at those 3 spots, you will see this curved line. It connects 2 notes in each of these cases. And it connects 2 notes that are the same pitch, like here. This is a G, as we're learning to name our notes. And it's tied to another G. If you check your line notes, every good. There's the G. And this line, or this curved line right here, is called a tie. So these are tied notes. Can everyone say tied notes? And it acts like a plus sign. So we reviewed at the very beginning of this song that this kind of note right here, which is a dotted half note, gets 3 beats. And then the note that's at the very beginning of that next measure, so it's just past that bar line, that one gets 2 beats. So what is 3 plus 2? Did you say 5? Yes, so when we sing crowd, take me out with the crowd. You hold that out for 5 beats. Everybody do that with me. Sit up nice and tall. Take, ready, sing. Take me out with the crowd. Now, where was the next spot we saw those tied notes? Oh, it was down here on shame. So there we have another dotted half note. And see, it's the same pitch on both sides. It's the same note name, A. And we tie that to a quarter note. So we have 3 plus, how many does that quarter note get? 1. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Yeah, so you hold that one out for 4 beats. And then down at the bottom, it's on a different note. Okay, it's up here on this space note. But they're the same note on either side. And it's our 2 same note values from the word crowd. So add dotted half note to half note. And what did you get? 5 beats there on game. So I will show you the music one more time on crowd, shame, and game. Please make sure that you clap those out, okay? So just like we practiced with take me out with the crowd, you were going to do that on shame and also game to get used to reading those tied notes. And then we'll come back for some other activities. Thanks for singing with me today, everybody. We are back here with a song called Mango Walk, and this is a Jamaican calypso song that we are going to be practicing. So let me step over here quickly to my piano and I will sing it for you, and then we'll do some practicing, and then we have some rhythm activities that we are going to do with this song. My mother did told me that you go mango walk, you go mango walk, you go mango walk. My mother did told me that you go mango walk and eat all the number 11. It's a nice, fun, fast song, and as you can hear, there's some syncopation in there. Every time I sang, go mango walk, you heard it, that short, long, short sound, and that's what we're going to practice a little later. But let's go ahead and get singing. So sit up nice and tall, and echo me. My mother Dita told me that you go mango walk. Ready, sing. My mother Dita told me that you go mango walk. My turn. You go mango walk. You go mango walk. Your turn. Ready, sing. You go mango walk. You go mango walk. I'm going to put those two parts together. You can mouth the words along with me a little bit, and then we'll hear you sing it. My mother Dita told me that you go mango walk. You go mango walk. You go mango walk. Now it's your turn. Ready, sing. My mother Dita told me that you go mango walk. You go mango walk. You go mango walk. Now the next part is very, very similar. So I'm going to do a big chunk of it for you. My mother Dita told me that you go mango walk, and he told the number 11. Now it's your turn. Ready, sing. My mother Dita told me that you go mango walk, and he told the number 11. Okay, now I will go back. I'm going to do the whole thing. Follow along with your music that you see on the screen, and also you can mouth the words again to get some extra practice. I'll do it a teeny tiny bit slower this time, and then we'll jump right in. Here we go. My turn first. My mother Dita told me that you go mango walk. You go mango walk. You go mango walk. My mother Dita told me that you go mango walk, and he told the number 11. Okay, everybody all set? All right, use that best posture and let's sing it together. Ready, sing. My mother Dita told me that you go mango walk. You go mango walk. You go mango walk. My mother Dita told me that you go mango walk, and he told the number 11. Could you keep up? If you need to practice a little bit, go ahead and just rewind this section and do a little bit of extra work on it if you need any extra practice before we move on. Now, everybody, I'd like you to join me in doing this. We're going to clap. However, if you do have some kind of small rhythm instrument around your home, you are certainly able to use that, but please make sure you check with a grown-up before you just use one. So this is our pattern we're going to do. Go mango walk, go mango walk, go mango walk, go mango walk. Here we go. Go mango walk, go mango walk, go mango walk. Keep going. Go mango walk, go mango walk, go mango walk, go mango walk, go mango walk. Okay, all right, everyone. Good sound with that. Now, what we will do is I'll play the recording of this and we will do our pattern. Now, do you remember what that repeating rhythm pattern is called? It's just a short little one. Takes up just a few beats. Did you say ostinato? It is definitely called an ostinato, and that's just a repeated rhythm pattern that provides some kind of extra accompaniment to a song. So here is Mango Walk coming up, and like I said, we will practice our ostinato. It's coming up in a moment, I'm sorry. Now we should be good. Get ready.
My mother didn't tell me that you go mango walk. You go mango walk. You go mango walk. My mother didn't tell me that you go mango walk. And he told the number 11.
Get ready.
My mother didn't tell me that you go mango walk. You go mango walk. You go mango walk. My mother didn't tell me that you go mango walk. And
That was a lot of fun, and I hope all of you enjoyed getting to sing Mango Walk and then also practicing that repeating rhythm pattern. Do you remember what that was called again? Did you say ostinato? Excellent. So we have done a lot with rhythm today, and I hope that you have enjoyed getting to sing a familiar song, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and also our Mango Walk. And please also remember that big review that we did with our dynamics in the beginning of our class today. Everybody have a terrific rest of your week and take care.